Good morning, my name's Julie from Salessewunique. I'd like to welcome you to day 12 of my August vlog. Plans for today. I want to make some scrunchies and I need to make some lavender bags, and I'd like to do another panel on my maple leaf quilt, and I think we're going to make nut roast for tea today, and I'd like to cut some of my rhubarb down and make some rhubarb crumbles and put maybe a couple in the freezer, and a lemon drizzle cake because I've got an excess of lemons, so I need to use them up, and I think if there's any lemons left I'm going to juice them and freeze them for another day. I'm just enjoying a cup of raspberry tea this morning in my chip mug. So I hope you'll join me for today. See you later. Well, I'm having a smoothie for breakfast today. I've got fresh nectarine in there and some frozen fruit, a spot of water and some maple syrup and a spot of Greek yoghurt. I'll have a quick taste. Tastes delicious. This is my view for the next hour or so. I've got a fair bit of admin to do today, both personal and business. So I'll see you all later. Okay, I'm making some lavender squares today. So you need to cut some fabric into 3-inch squares. Just going to straighten the edge upon this one. At the minute I'm using up some scraps, so I'm on some tilde fabric here, but I've been making some today using some leftover Peter Rabbit fabric, some spots, some stripes, different things like that. It's a good scrap buster. Right. Always make sure you iron your fabric before you start. There's nothing worse than having creased fabric. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start stitching here and go all the way around the edge, and then I'm going to stop there. So this part here is going to be the opener, so I can put the lavender in. And I'm going to leave a 1/4 inch seam all the way around. Trim off the excess threads. So I don't know if you can see that, but there's my opener across there. Right, now what I suggest you do, you get some paper to work on in case you drop your lavender. But that's my lavender. I've popped it in a little jug. I find it easier to use this Now you can make yourself a funnel out of paper, which I tried doing earlier on, but the lavender sort of bungs the hole up in the funnel, so it didn't sort of work very well. But just gently tip in, stop, give it a poke, prod it all down a little bit. Don't overfill your bag, just pop it in, pull it closed, and then just see what your bag's like. That is enough in there. So it only comes up to about there, which is more than enough. So now you've got your bit of paper here, so you can then tip your bit of spilt lavender back in your jug. This is from the iron and it's really good. Right, so now we're going to stitch the opener. Now you can put a pin in if you want, so I mean I tend to just hold it taut, and it's quite okay. You don't want any lavender going into your workings of the machine though, so do be careful. Just trimming off the extra threads. Now if you've got some pinking shears, that would be a good idea, because this will fancy the edges up a little bit. So don't cut too close to your stitching, we don't want anything getting snipped, otherwise you'll have lavender everywhere. There we go. One lavender bag. Oh, and it smells so nice. I love lavender. I'm going to put that in my box. So as you can see, I've had a busy day. I have been doing lots of bags. A lot of these are going to be as freebies when I sell my project bags on Etsy. And I just thought it'd be nice to pop one in. So I've got cat face on. I have got dragon scales and strawberries and melons. Now this is not my fabric. I've pinched this off a dowel, to be honest. It's scraps from when I made her some purses. So I've got just one of each of them, I think. I've got 2 scales, so she'll probably have a moan when she sees this. I've got some Tilda fabric ones. That's Tilda as well. And I've got a few little sheep, and they're cute. And what else have I got? Oh yeah, Peter Rabbit. And then this one's got some spots on and some stripes on the other side. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that, and make some lavender bags. Now I'm making a lemon drizzle cake. So I've already got my margarine and salt in the mixing bowl. So I'm going to put some flour in now, some self-raising flour. If you can hear that meowing in the background, that's Elsa. She's outside the back door and wants to come in. She's going to have to wait a few minutes though. Well, I think it's going to be one of those days. Right, so now we're putting in some sugar. Now I need a couple of eggs. Lemon juice and the grated rind. Now I'm going to mix all this together. And there we go, all mixed up nicely. Now to fill the tray up. The tin, I should say, not the tray. And we're going to pop that into the oven for about an hour. Now I'm just going to make a nut loaf. I've got some onions, peas and some frozen garlic and some olive oil. So I'm just going to cook these off a little bit and then mix the other ingredients in. In my mixing bowl I've got chopped mixed nuts and pine nuts and pumpkin seeds. I couldn't think what they were called then. Tarragon, salt and pepper, mustard and oxo veggie cubes, 2 eggs and now some breadcrumbs. Put your nut mixture in your pan with your onions and then just mix it all together. Add some water to help bind it all together and then mix. Line a loaf tin with some parchment paper, then pour your mixture in and then pop it in the oven for about 40 minutes. And nut loaf and salad for tea with a piece of lemon ice cake for pudding. Lovely. Well, I'm going to call it a day now. Time's getting on and I would like to try and get a little bit of sock knitting done tonight and relax and have a cup of tea. So thank you for joining me. Hope you've enjoyed today's vlog and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.